Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 16th to the 30th, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. Now, I just want to say before I dive into this reading that with all the craziness that's going on in the world and the uncertainty, these readings are coming from a place of love, light, and positivity to build us up instead of bringing us down, because Lord knows that there is a lot right now to bring us down, to lower our energy vibration, and to make us feel helpless and scared. So this is to make you feel powerful, this is to move us forward, and to really embrace our energy vibration and move it up instead of down, okay? So with that said, let's dive in. All right, I'm starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also going to be your totem animals for this time. So if you see these in the wild or you see an image of them, this is really your angels and your spirit guides tapping you on the shoulder saying, Cancer, remember this message. So let's see what they have to say. Angel and spirit guide message for Cancer, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Cancer, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Cancer, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay, so we have the wolf spirit, which I love, and then we have the whale spirit. So the wolf spirit says, turn knowledge into wisdom. And the whale spirit says, trust the great mystery. And that's really, really powerful during this time. You know, we're taking the knowledge that we have and we're turning it into wisdom for which to live by. And then with the whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Trust in a greater plan and in a greater power. So let's see here. Do these come better? Yeah, I think you can actually see them better like that. I hope so. Okay. And let's see what the chakra message has to say. Angel and spirit guide message for Cancer, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Cancer, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. So we have Mother Earth and we have self-mastery. So this is the Earth Star Chakra. This is located 6 inches below your feet. And this is the solar plexus chakra, which is located kind of like by your belly button. So here it's really calling on your roots, what's grounding you, but also knowing that the earth is taking care of you during this time. And your connection with the earth is going to be really powerful. And then with self-mastery, there is something greater on the horizon for you, Cancer. And there is a connection with your higher power and with your higher truth. There is also this need to follow your gut during this time. Angel and spirit guide message for Cancer, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Cancer, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. At the center of everything, you have the sun. Oh my gosh. It couldn't get any lovelier than that. And then you have the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, which is you, and you're definitely taking this gift here. Judgment, your angels are right there with you. Strength card, a Leo energy coming through. This is a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. The 8 of Swords, all right, that makes sense. And the Queen of Wands, a fire sign energy, so a strong Leo presence here. Now, I have you taking this gift, like moving towards this gift, but I don't have you taking it like it becoming a part of you quite yet. So this is really going to be, during this time, a moving towards your prosperity, towards your success, planting seeds for the future, watching what you want to manifest within your life, grow and become. And this is where you turn knowledge into wisdom. This is where you're seeing everything that you have learned, everything that you have been through, really coming to the forefront, Cancer. And you are saying, all right, what is my truth? What is my wisdom? What is my power? And you're also going to see, just like with the wolf, people are going to be very important to you. So this can be, you know, having your pack around you, your clan, your tribe, however you want to say it, however you see it, it's going to be important. Now, if you're in quarantine all by yourself, this is saying, pick up the phone, call people. Make sure you can hear the cadence of their voice, the rise and the fall of it all. Don't just text. Don't just text. Yeah, definitely. Also, Skyping, very important, or FaceTiming, or whatever it is that you do. Doing that to be able to see people, to be able to see their expressions, very, very important to you. There's also heightened intellect during this time and a real sense of following your instincts. This leads to the whale spirit. Now, the whale spirit says, trust the great mysteries. Trust that there is something greater out there. Trust that within the depth of your emotion. Okay, so just think of it as within the depth of the ocean. And that's a scary place. People don't like to go down. People like to go up, right? So we go into outer space and we know no more about space than we do about our own oceans, which kind of boggles my mind. So here with the whale, it's kind of like going into your deeper self, your more profound self, and finding something magnificent, finding something powerful, finding something beautiful, and trusting in the great mystery that is guiding you forward, trusting in the fact that there is more out there than you could ever realize. And as you do this, you connect with the earth in a very real and a very powerful way. This is looking at your roots. This is looking at yourself kind of reborn and connecting with nature. It can be that you listen to the birds sing. That's one of my favorite things to do. I find that it grounds me so beautifully. You just listen to nature, or the susurration of the wind, through the leaves, that gentle whisper that moves us forward. So here, it can be something so simple that nobody else thinks of it as a miracle or as beautiful, but it's profound and it's lovely for you. So here, there is this connection to Mother Earth. There is this connection to the greater power for which you were born with. And self-mastery, there is the sense of turning inward and looking at your gifts, your strengths, and your power. Because as you embrace self-mastery, as you say, this is who I am, and so often we look at ourselves and say, there's nothing really that great about me. I don't have any real talents. I'm not this person or that person. And who's going to be interested in what I'm interested in? Who's going to be, who's going to be interested in me? That could be something that you're saying to yourself as you're looking at your passion and your creativity and your ideas. And here it's saying plenty of people will be, and plenty of people are. And now it's time to start. Instead of questioning your own voice, have this mastery of self, this power of self, and say, I'm going to jump forward from here, and I will not be held back, because there's so much more that is out there that I want to see, that I want to do, that I want to move forward in. And so as you embrace this, you have the sun moving you forward. Now, this does not mean, go outside and, even live as you were living before, because there are the lockdowns, there are the quarantines. There is this sense here of looking within, and this is all about looking within and saying, I'm broadening my world. I'm opening up my world, because what seemed like it would never, like the stability would never end, all right? There's a question that comes with it. There's a question now here where everything has been shaken up. And as you question, as you see this, the sun actually lies at your heart. And I love that I don't know if you can see the rose right here. I love that this is a rose right at the center, and then all around it is the different zodiac signs. So there is the sense of the turning of the calendar. There is the sense of embracing what you love. There is also the sense of beauty, and it's not negativity so much as it is, it's these two cards together, most definitely. It is beauty and it is doubts and fears, because when you prick yourself with a rose thorn, right, enough pricks can become poisonous. So here there is a sense of embracing your beauty, embracing your power, of having the sun shine down on you, having this love, this joy, this passion shine on you, and seeing it within yourself, but also people seeing it within you and being drawn to you. But then there is the Eight of Swords, doubts, fears, mentally questioning yourself, thinking, can I move forward? Am I going to be okay? What is going to happen? And this can become an endless cycle. This can become like a hamster wheel, right? And if you let it, it can become overwhelming, and it can take away your sun. It can take away your blessings, because our doubts and our fears and being afraid can outpower all the beauty that is around us. And so here, that's going to be the battle that you have during this time. It's like, do I stay within my own mind? Or do I enter into this kind of contract with Earth, with the Earth Mother, with my power of self, with my roots, with my passion, with my desires? And do I enter into a sense of mastery? Do I enter into a sense of beauty and understanding? Because if that's the case, if that's the road you choose to walk down, you will have the snare around you that says, oh, you can't do it. Cancer, just give up. Do you really think you can? Remember when you failed back when you were, 16? Do you remember when, people laughed at you? We have these memories. And if you have a memory for, let's say, longer than a year, a negative memory for longer than a year, and we come back to it in our heads, and everybody has it. I know I definitely do. And you come back to it in your head and you play it again. It's because it hits on a cognitive scar within you. It hits on a scar within your mind, a scar within yourself. And that can keep you caged. It can keep you overwhelmed and you're not able to see. So if you're able to see, you're able to say, I can walk out of this. There's a gap between the swords that is plenty big and I can walk out of it. But because we're not seeing clearly, it's like, no, I'm just always going to be stuck here. No, I'm just always going to be overwhelmed. And what's really happening during this time is your angels, your spirit guides, divinity itself is saying, take this gift of happiness, take this gift of blessings, take this gift of power, because you're meant for so much more than staying small. And as you do so, you're looking at things. You have the 10 of Wands right here. 10 of Wands is the ending of a cycle. 10 represents the end of a cycle. And here with the 10 of Wands, he's bowed over, with the weight that he's carrying. You're going to have a tendency, especially with this Libra full moon that we have experienced, you're going to have this tendency to want to take on everybody's burdens, Cancer. Why? Because also that's the type of person that you are. You are a water sign energy. You lead from the heart first and from everything else second. So you're going to say, oh no, I can handle that. Oh no, I can take that on. Oh no, I can understand this. Oh no, I can help you with that. And so here, this is really saying, yes, it's great to help people and do so when you can. But you also, first and foremost, have to help yourself because you're going to find it very easy, and it's going to be very easy, Cancer, to have yourself fall into this spiral, into this pattern where you feel drained, overwhelmed, as if you're never going to get to where you want to be, where you've planned to be. And so here with the 10 of Swords, not the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, it's saying, look at what you desire. Look at the burdens that you are carrying for yourself, the passions, the, hopes, the dreams that you are carrying for you. Put them down and look at them. Look what you can build. Look what you can plant. Look at the seeds that can be planted, the intentions that can be moved forward in. Because you have the strength to do it, even though you're going to say, oh, I don't. This is the battle of this time for you. All right? It is, do I embrace prosperity, success, and bounty? Or do I give up? And I know you're going to sit there and say, well, it doesn't sound like that much of a battle. Embrace success, bounty, beauty, and just go for it. We say that and we say it so easily. But when it comes to it, it's like, oh my gosh, but can I? And then you have all these million different reasons in your head why you sabotage yourself, why you hold yourself back, why you can't move forward the way that you want to. And here, with the Strength card, you have the strength to move mountains. And the strength comes from what you are so innately good at. Embracing your heart, embracing your passion, embracing your soul, yourself. And again, this is a time frame, a Leo time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. Now, it can be that you're also having a bit of difficulty with a Leo sign or somebody who is rather demonstrative. They say, I have the answers, I know the way, follow me, I'm going to make everything right. That kind of person. Or, you can be working with this person, you can be living with this person, and you need them to back off really seriously. And you need to move forward in your passion, in your beauty, because you have a much calmer approach. And it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that it's really different. So you can be having this, and it doesn't have to be with a Leo energy. You can be having this little push and pull with this person who is just sitting there. It's just kind of like a force to be reckoned with. And yes, you work very well with this person if you're not going through doubts and fears and, being afraid at times and being overwhelmed. And so here, because you're working things out within your own mind, you do not need somebody to sit there and tell you, well, just do it. Just keep going. Just let's go. Because you're going to take it as almost a personal attack, because there's sensitivity here that needs to be dealt with, where if you're dealing with this person at this time, or even this mindset, just kind of being a boot camp, instructor and yelling in your face, it's not going to get you where you want to be. It's not going to move you forward, this sense of tyranny. You need a sense of loving respect And that's going to be something where you really see yourself moving forward with that love, with that kindness, with that respect. And it can be something as simple as having a conversation and saying, I need a calmer approach, or I can't talk about this because it brings up too much anxiety, or something to that effect. Because here with the Five of Wands, it can be a fear of an argument, but you're actually going to see that once the air is cleared, it's like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm moving forward in a celebration, in a bounty, and in a passion that I didn't think could be mine. Because the Queen of Wands, of course, represents a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, but it also represents blessings. It represents beauty. It represents you taking hold of your magic inside. Now, your magic can be conjuring magic, if that's what you believe in, but it is also the God's head that is within each and every one of us. It's that hero journey, that hero power. And when you start on the hero's journey, if you've ever read Joseph Campbell, or any of those who kind of follow his teachings, he's this great, what is he? He's a folklorist person. You will see that you have to fall, you have to fail, you have to kind of make a fool out of yourself, or be thought of as foolish before you move forward to be the hero of your story. And our lives are our own stories. So here, with the Queen of Wands, you're going to be much more comfortable behind the scenes, all right, than you are center stage. But you are also going to be center stage at times, because you have the Knight energy. You have this protector, you have this mover energy, this kind of like going forward, seeing, understanding, pushing the limits. And so they're going to come in balance with each other. But first, there's going to be the sense of, can I move forward this way? Am I heading in the right direction? Do I know what it is that I want? So with the Queen of Wands right here, you're entering into a new dawn, a new day, a new passion, a new power, a new understanding. And as you embrace this, you move forward towards what you love. You are looking at your heart, your soul, yourself, and saying, this is what I need. You have your armor on, and that's going to be very important during this time, especially with the heightened sensitivity that comes as your happiness is embraced, as beauty is given to you, as you kind of embrace a childlike mentality, a childlike innocence, which isn't bad. I know when people say a childlike innocence, you sit there, or I sit there, and I think, well, that's a bit rude. I have more sense than like a little child, but also children have more wonder to them than we do. And that's what it's really what you're embracing, because here you have the energy of a queen, here you have an energy of a knight. This is a defender. This is a sense of needing to move, needing to go forward, needing to change things up. And so especially if you're stuck inside, it can be very frustrating, but this is also a sense of passion and power. And you're going to see how your heart and your passion, your instinct, your intuition comes together, because these two work beautifully with each other. But also if like you put, because water can put out fire, right? But fire can make water into steam, into clouds, and it also warms the earth, it warms the oceans, to have them move, to not have them be solid chunks of ice. So here, once you've reached that perfect balance, and it does take time to, sit there and understand and talk things out and work things out for yourself. Once you reach this balance, you are going to see that this is like the sun warming the water. And this is, the water being evaporated, being part of the sun. So here, there's something beautiful within this balance of relationship, within this balance of power that you're going to see. And as you do so, you're actually going to see that your heart is a little bit more powerful at times than this instinct, than this passion. So you really have to listen to your heart, because we are emotional beings. And as emotional beings, we have to let our heart shine. If we say, oh, our heart is silly, oh, I'm just being an emotional mess, which if you get too much in your own head, Cancer, that's what you're going to say to yourself. Oh, I'm being silly. Oh, I'm being overwhelmed. Oh, I'm just making something out of nothing. And you're really not. You're really not. You're really looking at things. And this is with the repeat of number 8 right here. This is the instinctual reaction to kind of take things too seriously and to put the blame on your shoulders that we're seeing with the 10 of Wands. So what you need to do here is say, I'm moving forward as best as I can in this moment. Yes, I'm striving for more. We're always striving for more. We always want to better ourselves if we're living to our full potential. And didn't Carl Jung say that as we move, as we develop, as we grow, each obstacle we meet, each place that we are right now, each thing that we learn is for the betterment of our future self, of the perfection of self that we are supposed to be. And it's so interesting to hear him, because that is so kind of metaphysical, that's so spiritually bound. And yet he was a leading mind in psychology. So here, as we are moving forward, embracing our hearts, embracing our passion, embracing our emotional self, and the journeys that we have to go on, so you need to be that knight. You need to be prepared. You have the Ace of Pentacles right here. You're moving towards prosperity. Now, this is wealth, or this is something you value as much as money, and it's leading you through the gates. It's leading you to a new chapter within your existence, within yourself, and within your power. It's leading you towards something more, something that seemed out of reach before, but it's also having you embrace you. Now, this is a gift from divinity, God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. This is also a gift from your angels and your spirit guides. They want you to take it. So here, with this gift leading you forward, you are going to see yourself empowered. You're going to see this becoming part of you, the seeds that you are planting. Now, it can be quite literal that for some of you Cancers, that you're being called to, if you can go outside, and if you do have a little bit of land, to have a garden, to plant seeds. Or it's saying, plant these seeds when you are able to, when it is safe. So here, it is looking at what you desire and what you want. What are you willing to plant? And it can be quite literal in the earth if that resonates with you, but it's also your intention of self. You have the skill, you have the power, you have the passion, okay, because you are the knight. Knights weren't just made on a whim. You had to go through being a page and a squire, and then you became a knight, and then you worked for and defended your king and your queen. So there was a whole process. And so here, you've come with the necessary skills to move you forward, to be an active and productive piece, a cog in the development of yourself, of your psyche, of your passion. And it's leading you towards prosperity, success, bounty. How are you going to grasp it? How are you going to move forward? Because again, the two challenges that come up are doubts, fears, and apprehensions. And then passion, determination, success, new dawns, new days. There's something here where you're going to question, can I even move forward? And there might be days where you might count them as wasted days. Cancer, you might sit there and think, well, I didn't do anything. I didn't accomplish anything. I sat on the couch eating chips, and that was it. That's all I did. That was what you were supposed to do. The thing is not to have your tomorrow be like that day. It's to sit there and say, okay, I know what I don't want. I know what's making me feel bad about myself. I'm going to change it. Even if you change it for 5 minutes, even if you change it just for that instant, you will start to see that you change your life. You free yourself. And sometimes digging ourselves out of the prison that we've made for ourselves, which is the Eight of Swords, from this sense of overwhelmed anxiety, which everybody faces and which can cripple us. As we take little steps, not big steps, little steps, you find yourself to be more empowered, and you find yourself moving towards that queen that lives inside of you, that queen of passion and determination and fire and beauty. And as you embrace this, you're embracing the angels being right there with you. You're embracing your angels saying, oh yeah, I got you. Oh yeah, I can move you forward. Oh yeah, my wings are wrapped around you, blessing you. And as you embrace that blessing, you mourn the hurts of the past. You let go, but you also rest. Rest is going to be very important. If you're constantly pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion, you're not going to get to where you want to be. You're going to be too overwhelmed. You're going to be too exhausted. Meditation would be key for you during this time. If you don't like to meditate, doing something mindless. If you can do yoga, okay, doing something that totally takes your concentration, some sort of exercise, that's a fantastic way. There's a form of meditation that, I forget what it's called, but it is doing a mindless task, kind of like shoveling dirt. You had this huge pile of dirt, you need to shovel it, you need to put it over there, and that's a form of meditation, even though we don't think of it. So you can have this task that you need to do. It can be, dusting the house or something like that, where it doesn't take a lot of thought. And then you let your mind wander, but you let yourself be free of thought and of chaos. And with the Four of Swords, it is, because in medieval times, when you would have what the Four of Swords represents is when you would have a knight go out to battle, right? And you're represented by a knight right here. There was this ritual of coming back and of laying in your coffin and of thinking of the ways that you wouldn't have come back, the ways that you should have fallen in battle. Now, which sounds really macabre to us, right? But medieval times, and up until relatively recently, people lived with death a lot more than we do now, which might not be you might be a bit of a taboo topic right now, but there is this sense of looking at yourself and looking at your life and looking at all the ways that you've been through battles on this earth and all the ways you could have given up. You could have walked away. You could have said, it's just not for me. It's too much, and not lived your purpose, not lived your joy, not gone after your passion. But you haven't given up. And it's giving yourself respect for the fact that you are still fighting your good fight and you are still moving forward in your passion and in your determination. And that shows you how tremendously beautiful your strength is, how tremendously beautiful your energy is to keep you going, even at times where you wanted to give up, even at times where you thought, there's no beauty here, there's no power within me, and it's all just the same nonsense, different day. And that's the mindset that you are going to be kind of like vanquishing a dragon during this time. It's vanquishing the doubts and the fears and the I can'ts with the, oh, hell yes, I can. I am moving forward. I am going after what I want. I am determined. And that's it. And as you do so, as you embrace this determination, as you embrace this power, you see yourself, because the strength leads you to mourn what has been overwhelming in your life. And as you mourn, doors open, the sun shines on you. There's a beauty to you that has you moving forward in your passion, in your power, that has you conquering the doubts and the fears that have been a part of you within your mind, or externally a part of you with people who have been around you, with people who make you question yourself. Your angels are blessing you to move you forward in love, in happiness, in contentment and power, to plant seeds that move you to your next stage in life, that move you to the you've always wanted to be. And as you do so, as you move there, you see this on the earthly plane. It's like things start to take root and you start to follow your passion. There's a new dawn. There's a new day. There's a power to you. You connect with the God's head within. You connect with the fact that we are made up of stardust, that the universe is part of us. And as you connect with that fact, you put down the weight that you've been carrying, that sense of tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And you say today. Today is the day that I choose to live in the sun and not in the sorrow. I choose to move forward in passion and beauty and not doubt and fear. And this is a powerful, powerful shift for you. And as you embrace this shift, your subconscious message for this time is the Hangman. You change your mind, you change your whole entire life, quite literally. And as you change your whole entire life, you have this empowerment. Is this a serpent? Yes, serpent. So you can sit there and say, oh, the serpent, it's a bad symbol. But it wasn't. It wasn't. So the serpent was a symbol of rebirth. The serpent was a symbol of flexibility. And when they say that they ran the snakes out of Ireland, when St. Patrick came and ran the snakes out of Ireland, they're not saying that he actually took the snakes and now they're not in Ireland, because they never were in Ireland. He's saying that he made the Druids run away. He brought a true faith. So you can look at it as this serpent brings a true faith to you, a true passion, a true purpose, a true sense of self that has you changing your life ideal or changing what you thought you wanted. I like to look at it as, when I was younger, I always thought I wanted to live in the middle of everything, just, a go, 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 go type of life. And I thought that's what success was. It was having that go, 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 go type of life. Then I'm older, I like a quiet life. I want a small little place by the sea with a beautiful garden. And that seems like paradise. If you would have told me when I was a teenager that that would be my paradise, that that's what I would be striving towards, I would laugh. And I would say, who wants that? You want to be in the middle of everything. That's what you're doing here. That's the imagery that's coming up. It's like, change your mind and change your whole entire life. And the way that you're changing your mind is being really in tune with you, not with the external, not with what everybody else wants, but what you truly want. And as you do so, your subconscious chakra message is inner child. You connect with your inner child. You connect with your inner love for yourself and that inner purity of spirit. You also open up your arms to the child that you once were. And if your childhood, had twists and turns in it that were completely out of your control and you felt helpless or afraid or alone or, something like that during your childhood, you open your arms to the you that you were then, and you say, I love you, and you're okay. And that is going to be very healing, very powerful, and it leads you to your subconscious spirit animal message, totem animal, which is the beaver spirit, which says lay a solid foundation, because you are laying during this time a solid foundation for which you build your future off of, and for which you move forward in truth, in passion, and in power. I am so happy, Cancer, to have been able to bring you this reading. It has been so powerful, and it has been so beautiful that I am so happy your angels and spirits shared it with me. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all. Bye, and stay safe.